Okay. Maybe we'll get started. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Yeah? Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome to this Link Whisper webinar. My name is Samara. I'm in charge of growth marketing here at Link Whisper, and I am here with our lead developer, the brains behind Link Whisper, Matt Bissett. Would you like to introduce yourself, Matt?
Absolutely. Hi, everybody. I'm Matt Bissett, and I'm the lead developer of Link Whisper, as Samara said. I'll be conducting the introduction to our new installation and setup wizard and handling most of the QA. You ready to begin?
Perfect. So we just want to thank you for connecting with us today. It's super important for us to connect with our customers to find out what you guys need, what you're struggling with, what you like, what you don't like, and of course to show all these new features that we're rolling out. We have a lot of cool things in the pipeline, and we want to show you exactly how it works. So Matt's going to start with a demo, and then we'll open it up to some Q&A. And so normally people are asking questions in the chat if you've been to the previous webinars, and then I'm asking them to Matt, but we think it's better if you guys ask your questions directly to Matt in case there's a follow-up or a clarification. So maybe make a note in the chat that you have a question and we can call on you, and then you can ask Matt your question directly, and that's probably a better way to get your answer. Okay? So without further ado, I'm going to hand the mic to Matt.
Okay, and I will begin now. Okay, our new wizard is a two-part feature. It's an installation wizard and a configuration wizard. And what it allows you to do is install Link Whisper quickly, streamline all the scans so that they're all performed inside of one pass, and the installation and the scanning is all done in one phase, and the setting configuration and link creation is done in a secondary phase. And to get started, all you need to do is install Link Whisper, and then go over to the Link Whisper menu item, click on it, and we'll immediately launch the wizard. You'll be see this initial page where it says Welcome to Link Whisper, and all you have to do is enter your license key. Once you do that, it'll begin reaching out and validate the license. You'll be asked if you want to use the best practices for Link Whisper setup. If you say yes, Link Whisper will configure itself to use the best practices that we've found for all of the settings and for the link best practice for link. Yes, for the setting configuration overall, as well as it will tell it to automatically create a number of links based on the keywords present on your site. If you want to use the existing or go through the existing process and just have Link Whisper install itself but not do any further configuration, just say no, I will set it up. Since we want to automatically create the links as well as configure the settings, we'll say yes, configure away, genius. We get the option to connect to Google Search Console, and if you connect to it at this stage, it'll redirect you to the Google OAuth page where you can quickly authenticate your connection authenticate your site with Google Search Console, and you'll be redirected here. It's a great way to get tons of keywords for the site and for the link scan. For the time being, though, we're going to skip it, so we'll just say not right now, maybe later. You can also easily connect to OpenAI, and as it says right here, we use OpenAI to power our AI features, which includes making your suggestions smarter and creating content or analyzing content silos so we can tell when we're linking within different topic clusters or not. So it's highly recommended that you do connect to OpenAI. For the purpose of this demo, we're not going to, but definitely do that. And we have an article on how to get your OpenAI key and how to configure the entire setup right here. And that's it. Go through the steps, and it begins scanning and configuring itself. If we go to the dashboard, we can watch the results come in real time. across the top of the screen, we'll see we have the scanning bar, and that tells us the progress that we're currently on and what it's doing. It also provides us an ETA for finishing. And once the scan is completed, it will switch into a mode where it inserts links based on keywords. The site, LinkWhisper, usually hangs up a little bit, so it should jump to the scanning in just a second. Right there. Okay, and as you can see, it says it's creating links. If you leave this bar, or if you leave this report open, LinkWhisper will quickly scan through all of the rules that it's created and insert links across the site. This may still take a decent amount of time, but it's usually pretty fast. For linkwhisper.com, it's probably going to take about 30 minutes, so we won't sit around and wait for it to finish. But as the links come in, this counter on the side will increase, and you'll just see, okay, there's more links, more links, more links, more links coming in. And it's just that easy to get started. And it's meant to be a quick and easy wizard, and so we can just leave this tab open, it'll make its links, and we can come back to it later.
Okay.
Do we have any questions?
Well, let's see. Okay, Richard. Richard has a question. Richard Bond, are you there?
Yeah. So, I mean, if I would pull, like say I go on a site, it's got 700 blog posts. If I would pull all of the titles, and I mean, should I do something like in Gemini with them, or is it just LinkWhisper going to do everything automatically? Because I got too many sites to go in and start building links by hand, right? We're talking 30 or 40 of them that I would like to do it on if I can get it working. But I don't have time, or I don't want to hire somebody full time to go out and do this. So can LinkWhisper with OpenAI build everything, or is there some other workflow that I should do to make it better? Or
yes, this installation wizard will automatically create a number of auto-linking rules that can be used to link across your site. The OpenAI connection, it doesn't currently automatically make links across your site. We're slowly walking forward with the automatic linking aspect of it, because we don't want to insert a whole bunch of poor links on a site and impact your SEO. So we're taking small steps with this. This is our first serious foray into completely automated linking.
So in that case, OpenAI reviews your site, uses the tokens there, but then with the conversational format, I'm sure it's trained on SEO, will figure out a more SEO-friendly link recommendation.
That is correct.
Okay. You said auto-linking in the beginning. I had a question in regards to that. I saw it come through on the newsletter. That's the reason why I'm in here. The auto linking, is that a new feature, or is it still going through a manual approval? You go to the specific page you're wanting the auto linking to happen in, hit submit after you've figured out which ones you want, and then it saves it. Do that on each page, or is there a way of bulk of approvals for all the pages?
Yeah, in this case, we're using our keyword-based auto linking feature that we've had for couple of years now. What we've done is we've filled it out so that it'll match keywords more broadly, and also so that we have more broad keywords to search for. Okay. But this is automated, so it will insert links without you having to approve them.
So in the scenario of I have 3 websites, I do have the tokens for all 3 through LinkWhisper. But so say I have all 3, I go to each domain and I say, okay, I have 3,000 pages on this site. I want to go ahead and automatically add links based off of, OpenAI scanning it, giving the best recommendation, and then I just hit approve. It goes through its process and automatically does it all, or?
You mean just so we're on the same page here, you mean so that you go through the wizard steps, tell it to configure itself? Yeah, it'll totally do that, and we'll make the links without any further approval from you.
Okay. Have to give that a go.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to hear how it goes for you.
Yeah. I do want to say customer service on Link Whisper's end is phenomenal, by the way.
Thank you.
I've
I
had
appreciate it very
no
much.
problems with it at all.
Nice.
Great to hear.
Yeah. I mean, let us know how it goes, Michael, when you use the feature. Richard, was your question answered?
Yes, so I'll
Okay.
try it on some sites that are not high risk for me and see what happens, and then I'll slowly roll it out if it works.
Yeah, and if you have any problems, just let us know, and we'll be very, very eager to address it and see what we can do to help you.
So, I'm using an AI writing tool that we have, and I'm building content clusters, right? Someday it would be cool if Link Whisper could build content clusters from or maybe that's what it does, from the posts that are already on the site, right? Go in and so let's say I take 700 titles, I just pull them out, I put them in Gemini, and I say, because of the token limit, right? And I say, build me a content cluster, right? Make it for me from the content that I already have, right? And then, but I would have to go back and do the links, which is really hard, right? I mean, I just don't have enough time in my day, right, to do it. I don't have enough time to explain it to somebody to do it. So, but if it could, I don't know if maybe that's what you do now. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but it would be kind of, if it doesn't do that, it would be cool if it did do that at some point. I don't know. Just an idea.
Yeah, thanks for the idea. It would be cool. Currently, it will analyze topic clusters. It won't create them, but it's something we can look into, definitely.
I'm sure you know more about this than I do, so that was just an idea.
Thanks again.
We love ideas. So if anyone has an idea or a feature you'd like to see or something that you think could be improved, please tell us so that we can look into it. So that's the whole point, is to make it as good as possible. John has a question. John, are you there? John Yoder. Or I can ask your question for you, John. John is asking, he has a single license. Does all of this work with that?
Yes, it does.
Excellent.
Also,
David? Sorry.
Also, if you want to activate the wizard at any point, if you've already installed Link Whisper, but you want to turn on the wizard anyway, what you can do, do that by going to the links report. And then from the screen options, click the Launch Wizard button, and that'll take you right back to the wizard. It will skip the initial license phase because it's already got the license inputted, so there's no need to go through that, but then you can carry out all the other steps as well.
I'm on my page now. I was just about to ask that question. Perfect.
Awesome.
Excellent. David Hobart has a question. Are you with us, David?
Yeah. Hi. You guys have been helping us fix, I've run 2 quite large sites. We've got 2 big sports sites, and we were getting fatal errors and stuff. So you guys have been helping us quite recently, and I'd like to back up how good the customer service has been. It's great for you that you keep looking at it for us. Will this latest update that you've pushed through, Matt, solve that problem? It was intimated by customer search. It probably will. But I just wanted to check that. And then also, will this new rollout help us with our non-Roman languages? So Korean, Chinese, that sort of stuff?
Yeah.
Or are we still really in Roman language?
For the most part, yeah, you're still in Roman language. If you set, the AI can process non-Roman languages pretty well. Yeah. So if you're going to use the AI features just for the linking and nothing else, then what I would do is set Link Whisper to Hebrew, because then that turns off any sort of word processing on Link Whisper's end and just allows it to only use the AI to assess the sentences and the suggestions.
Fantastic. Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Yeah, we'll give that a go. And like I say, thanks very much for help on all the other stuff. And I think the only other question I've got is if there's a case of where I've done a really bad implementation, which I might have done, Matt, at some point with Link Whisper. Is there will the wizard retroactively correct some of that stuff, or do I need to do a complete reset at database level with regards to my internal links in a lot of those posts, and then have to run it again? Or because I don't want to just add more links, I want to replace the bad ones that I've set up originally already.
Yeah, so there isn't a from the like top down like reset for Link Whisper, but that is pretty high on my to-do list. So before too long, we will have a like an undo feature for Link Whisper. If you want to undo anything that you make with the wizard, it's like any auto linking rules that are created with that. All you have to do is go to the auto linking report, select the rules you don't want, and then delete those.
Right.
Yeah. Do you have if you wanted to remove all links from the site, which sounds a little bit extreme, that's probably a bit past what you're interested in. But if you wanted to do that, you could go to the domains report, and for the site's domain, select all of the links for it. And
I obviously only want to strip out the Link Whisper implementation, not the other internal links that were already there before the plugin install. So we'll have to wait, Matt, for your next wizardy release.
Yep, I'll try and do it as fast as I can.
Brilliant, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, David. Christoph, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. I'm just switching on my camera. Yes, my question was about the efficiency and the interest of doing so, because I've been working quite a lot on my site, implementing autolinks principally. So, now that I've spent so much time doing that, is it worth using the wizard to do something maybe more intelligent and more efficient? So I don't know. My question is more about the efficiency and the interest in terms of how much difference did you see in terms of SEO efficiency when you implemented that on some sites? Do you have any feedback on that?
Yeah, the links tend to be highly targeted, so they're very relevant and specific to certain posts. It can be, I mean, since it doesn't require any input from you, it's just added on top of what you're already doing. It doesn't really cost you anything to set it up and run with it. So it's just a great thing to do from there. Sometimes the keywords are a little too specific for post contents, so like maybe it won't exactly fit, and you'll have to maybe it'll like be a while before a post comes on that does have the keyword to match for it, but usually it's quite efficient.
Okay, that's a good point. And I got another question. You were talking about OpenAI tokens. My question is, we have 14,000 articles on our site, and how much? What is an average idea of the cost in terms of tokens? Because I know that for one keyword, one article, it can be very little, but for 14,000 times a very small thing can be quite a lot. So do you have any idea about that?
It depends on the size of the articles. Do you have an average size that you tend to work with?
Yeah, it's about 1,000 characters, but about that. Because I know that the cost for analyzing a prompt in terms of tokens is not very expensive, but with such or maybe I must do some approximation by just using the cost of the number of characters as if it was a prompt, and then maybe I can get some estimation of that. Yeah,
you might be able to do that. Just for a site that is like as you've quoted, it should be something like $30 to $40.
Okay, that's all right. I can do that.
Yeah,
okay.
And if you set a budget limit or don't have it auto refill, what you could do is like put $10 on the API key, run that for a ways, get whatever benefit you want out of it, and then just put some more money on it later.
Okay, that's a good idea. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Next up, we have Daniel. Daniel, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Excellent. Let's hear your question.
Hey, so piggybacking on a question that was asked maybe a couple minutes ago, I have a pretty large site, I guess. I mean, you know, it's about 750 pages. I've been using Link Whisper for probably like 5 or 6 years, or you know, a long time. And we've added a bunch of links. I'm looking at the domains report on my site right now. It's about 21,000 links across the site. A lot of them are probably not semantically relevant to the page they're linked to. So I've been thinking about this for a while, basically starting from scratch, deleting every single link on the site, and then having a way to, I guess, in an automated way, like kind of, you know, add links to every single page again throughout the site, but this time having them be more relevant. So through Link Whisper, is there a way for me to delete all the links and kind of go through the process of, let's say, using the Google Search Console data that comes through the site for the keywords on each page, and then kind of go through the process of having everything added again automated?
Yes, that's to remove the links, you could do that from the domains report, and
Mhm.
I assume you already know how to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then this wizard would be able to populate all of the keyword. I think that the system can handle a maximum of about 100,000 distinct links.
Okay.
So if you've got lots of GSC data to work with, it can make lots of links.
Okay. And as far as like making, you know, let's say one link per page, are those like all like rules that would have to be set up, or does the AI, or I mean, does the wizard already come pre-configured with some like best practices rules?
It does, yes. Yeah, it doesn't currently restrict the number of inbound or outbound links per page. We're going to consult a bit more and then set a standard on that. But the links themselves that Link Whisper would be creating, the auto links, there is a limit of at most 3. So you won't see.
You mean three links to a certain page from a certain page? Like, will a link be repeated is what I'm asking. So for example, if I have one link to one page, you know, already, will it add another link to that same page in the same article? Let's say.
It will not do that.
It won't do that. Okay, one per page.
Yes.
Pretty good. Okay, got it. All right, well, I appreciate it. Thank you for answering my question.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
Right.
I just wanted to ask all of you here, if you could let us know what you like most about Link Whisper, if there's anything that you're really enjoying about it, or any feature, any aspect, if you could pop it in the chat, we'd love to hear about those things as well, if you get a chance. Corey's up. Hey, Corey.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Corey.
Yeah, so this is my first time delving into this. Can you show me a little bit more about how Link Whisper works after the wizard runs? It seems like some might be a little more familiar than me.
Yeah, yes, it's since the wizard takes so much, does so much of the processing itself. It's kind of limited what comes next. I mean, it's a very hands-off sort of process. But just once we get there. Yeah, once the wizard has completed, we see the full and finished dashboard with all of the links on it. And from here, what you would do is if you have a specific plan, you would go to the links report and go to the posts that you've wanted to create links for, either pointing to or coming from, and then go to the suggestions or the relevant suggestions to generate those normally.
So what would you recommend? So I've got a brand new site that I'm about to run the wizard on. I've never used it before. After it runs, there's only a few hundred pages on the site. It's not massive. Once it runs, where would you recommend I go after the wizard? Just start poking around and see see what makes sense.
Yeah, particularly what I would do is I'd go to your money or pillar content pages and add inbound suggested links pointing to them.
Gotcha.
And I would particularly tell it to filter or to select suggestions from the same category as the pillar post.
Okay.
That way everybody's all staying in the same content cluster and we're all just focusing links towards that specific post.
Okay. So we do have several, this is a service-based business. We have 5 or 6 primary services that they are basically pillar content. And they're getting good rankings already on those pages. So driving more towards pages that are already ranking seems wise. Is that what generally happens?
Absolutely, yes. And like particularly what you want to do is if these are the pages that are making sales, you want to funnel people in those directions so that way they can take their actions.
Okay. Makes sense. So not just for SEO reasons, but also for natural navigation regions.
Absolutely, yes.
Cool. Any other SEO recommendations that I should be aware of in particular?
I think that's it. It's just like my rule of thumb is always make things human readable. So if it looks good to a person or it makes sense, like when you're reading a link or reading content, then that's a good thing to do, because with search getting much more intelligent and much more human-like, it's just going to ever more be, okay, if it looks good to me, it looks good to the AI as well.
Yeah. So after running the wizard, driving attentions towards some of the money pages of big pages, if we start blogging on a regular basis or doing AI blogging or whatever else, do I have to come in and rerun it occasionally to get those blog posts pointing in the right direction?
Currently, yes. We don't have an automated import for the rules because we want to continue keeping things affirmative for the user, but
Okay.
we will be adding like an automated feature.
Okay, so if I create 10 new blog posts, I would come back in and rerun the wizard, or just take those pages and ask for recommended outbound links to other internal pages?
You'd rerun the wizard, and what that would do is it would create new auto-linking rules, and the rules they work in perpetuity. So if they haven't reached their insert limit yet, and you create a new post that contains one of the keywords, then Link Whisper will just create the link automatically. So you don't need to run the wizard in order for this thing to create the links themselves. The wizard would be importing new rules based on the new posts.
Okay, so the wizard makes the rules. Once the rules are made, I no longer run the wizard. I just rerun the rules. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Gotcha. So then every week or month or whatever, come in and just rerun the rules that exist, and then take a look at what new links are made. Do most people proofread all these links, or is there just too many to even bother?
I hope that they proofread them, but yeah, they don't have to.
Okay, gotcha. I think that's all my questions for now. I look forward to diving in and playing with it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Definitely, Corey, shoot us an email if you have any questions or want to go over any of the features in more detail. Okay.
Thank you.
Sonu, who is with us from India, are you here to ask your question? Sonu. I can ask. Oh.
Hi, I'm here.
Hi.
So my question is when we create pillar pages and then we have sub pages and we have other SEO tools simultaneously working with Link Whisper. So can we have something that if there is a pillar page and we have more keywords, semantically related keywords, so can we have create topics and then Link Whisper process it for the internal linking? And there is I also have a limit of 3 links per page. So there is lot of suggestion from other SEO tools also. So how will process it?
Okay. Just to make sure I got that, are you saying so you have a site? It has a lot of pillar content. It has a lot of pages
Sub
heading to it, or like pages feeding into those. And so you're wondering can we take keywords relevant to the pillar content and create links inside of the sub pages pointing to the pillar content?
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah, that's exactly what the wizard does. And so it will scan and analyze the keywords for all of your posts, really, but most important is the pillar content, and it will automatically create the links for you.
Okay.
Does that did you have any? Does that fully answer your question? Is there anything remaining?
I have I have to process it, and it's more practically when we'll do it, because lot of software, lot of suggestion, lot of key article scores, and there is links, then there is everyday new suggestion, and semantically related keywords that suggest create more pages. So I want that how much I have to create pages.
Yeah, currently LinkWhisper doesn't dip its toe in creating pages, creating content, so it can't advise on that side of things.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's always a good idea to make more content, but it has to be consistent with a strategy that's relevant for your site. And I don't know of a tool that, just off the top of my head, that I would recommend for planning this out or telling you how to structure this.
Or everything is structured, because since we are using AI tools that suggest that what kind of pages to be created, and we have other SEO tools like AIO SEO. These tools also suggest internal linking, and simultaneously they are working also. But what we want that if an article has a pillar page, I have suggested that this is a pillar page, I can add more keywords to it. But then I want create more posts to answer that pillar page, so that it is relevant to Google when someone searches, and my pages come into search, then they go to the pillar sub pages and then the pillar page.
Yeah, I see what you mean. And if you need additional keywords for these newly created posts, you can create them inside of the custom keywords field for LinkWhisper. All you have to do is comma separate the keywords. And so if you wanted to put in 20 relevant keywords for it, you totally could. So you could say, hey, AI tools, create me a comma separated string of 20 keywords relevant to this post. And then you just enter that into LinkWhisper.
Okay, I'll do that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks for the question. So thanks for the answer the question.
You're welcome.
Robert has a suggestion. Robert, do you want to tell us about your suggestion at all? An idea for LinkWhisper. I don't know if Robert's here. Robert suggested that LinkWhisper, it would be cool if it was able to analyze the competitor website's internal linking structure and identify opportunities for the websites we have LinkWhisper installed on.
Oh, that does sound like a neat idea. I'll make a note about that and take a look at that.
Thanks, Robert. Great. Let's see. Kristen Thomas, you have a question. Would you like to ask your question, Kristen? I can ask for you if you like. The question is, with the wizard, will internal links be automatically added as you add new pages and posts?
Yes, they will. Yeah, the since this is based on the auto linking, if there's any rules that haven't hit their link maximum, that will it will automatically create the links in the new posts.
Okay. If you have any follow-up questions, Kristen, please just chime in.
Thank you.
Sure.
Sorry, I was having issues with my mic.
Okay. All right. We'll see if she comes back to us. Robert, are you there, Robert? I see a question here. Okay. Robert wants to know, is there a feature to sort pages by top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel? And Link Whisper can make sure that internal links are flowing in the right direction.
Yeah, not there. There isn't currently. That'd be a great feature to have, and I'll make a note of that and put that on our to-do list. But there isn't currently. That's short answer.
Okay, that is interesting. Daniel has another question. Are you there, Daniel?
Yeah. Any feature on the horizon that will add relevant and high authority external links based on the content of a particular page.
You mean external links coming to your site?
No. Suggestions for on-page external links that we're linking out. We're linking outbound to, let's say, I don't know, a report on Forbes about a certain topic, or something to add more authority to the page by linking to high quality external pages.
Yeah, we talked about it. We're thinking about it. It's in the pipeline, but it's not currently a priority. We'd probably be looking at maybe something like 4 to 6 months from now.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I skipped over Liz's comment. Liz says, Link Whisper totally changed my on-site SEO, saving years of life, interlinking large websites. Best plugin ever.
Awesome. Thanks, Liz.
Thank you, Liz. We're at the end. We're at the end of our questions here. Does anyone have anything else they'd like to ask about the wizard or anything Link Whisper related? Corey says, thanks for a great tool. I look forward to using it. Thanks, Corey.
Yeah, thank you. Looking forward to playing around with it. We are diving deep, like many others, diving deeper into using AI for more content. And this is always a challenge, the internal link part. So if the AI can make the content and then we can do the internal linking without too much spamming, we'll be in good shape. I'm confident. So thank you for it. And you have a very good reputation online too. There's a couple other tools that are similar, but yours always bubbles to the top. So kudos.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate it, and happy to be where we are.
What's the best way to reach out to support? You mentioned it earlier.
You can write to sorry, Matt. You can write to support@linkwhisper.com.
Okay. And is there any kind of forum or group discussion anywhere that is ongoing for how people use this?
We have a Facebook group. If you haven't joined the Facebook group yet, it's Link Whisper on Facebook, Link Whisper SEO. And there's, a couple hundred of us in there. You can ask your questions, you can share your problems and connect with other users.
Great. Thank you to both of you.
Sure.
You're welcome.
Daniel has another question.
Yes, I do. Now that I'm in the domains report, the applied domain attributes, all of mine are set to open in the same tab. However, for external links, I'd like to be able to bulk update them to open in a new tab or a new window, let's say. Is there any way to bulk update those?
You mean bulk update the links or bulk update the domains?
The applied domain attributes, for example, in my domain, right? It has any link on the page set to open in the same tab, right? So if I click on an internal link, it'll open on the same tab. However, with external links, it also has that same setting to open in the same tab. However, I have, I don't know, about 815 domains that are external links on my site. So I want to know if there's a way to bulk update all of the external links so that they open up in a new tab or a new window.
Yeah, if you go to the settings and in the, I believe it's the advanced settings, there's the option to have all external links open in new tabs.
Gotcha. Okay. So it's not on this particular page. It's in the main settings.
Correct.
Gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else have any burning questions? Vanessa has just joined us and she wants to know if there's going to be a replay. There will be a replay, Vanessa. If our recording software has worked, then there will be a replay. Absolutely. Definitely. So we hope to send that out to you guys tomorrow if possible. Okay. And it'll be on YouTube as well. We'll share it in the Facebook group and we'll share it via email. Anyone else can answer your questions? Or should we call it a day, Matt?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, thank you again, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We love hanging out with customers. And if you have questions that weren't answered here, shoot us a message, ask in the Facebook group, let us know. We want to make sure everyone's using it to its full capability. And yeah, we want to know how it's going for you. So please let us know. Don't be shy. And we'll let you know about our next webinar. So thanks for coming, everybody.
Yeah, thanks everybody. It's been great talking to you and really fun answering questions.
Thank you so much, Matt. Thank you for sharing all of your experience and your expertise and answering all these questions. Really
You're welcome.
appreciate
I'm
it.
happy to do it. It's a ton of fun.
Awesome. We'll see you guys next time then.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.